Welcome to those near and far. Welcome to Mage the Ascension as luck would have it. All right. Our game is set in 2019 in Montreal, Canada. Let's meet our mages this evening.
Hi, I'm Jayce Maxwell, and I'll be playing Max Toulon.
I'm Katarina Albrecht, and I'll be playing Portia LeVoie.
I'm Christina Poe, and I'm playing Raena Tremblay.
I'm Lloyd Coleman, also known as AnnaGeek5150, and I am Auron Pritchard.
So, last time on As Luck Would Have It, you guys went and investigated Reginald Hollis, who was using vulgar magic as coincidental stage magic. And you discovered he was basically doing a slavery ring for Puka. You rescued Sarah, who entered the van when the professor came to pick you guys up. And there were 2 rabbits in Portia's pockets. And you guys made it back to the chantry. So you have 3 puka basically wandering around the chantry at the moment. Aspen is not with us today, so I have a chunk when they're available.
I am going to, if they will let me approach them, check the puka, basically triage them, see if there's anything physically wrong.
Most of them are like minor injuries, and they obviously hurt themselves in the frantic fleeing.
But yeah, like cuts and scrapes and stuff, I'd be willing to try and treat. Just band-aids, salves, stuff like that.
They are in their human form while you are treating them, and they are grateful.
Was the professor anywhere near us?
The professor is in her office.
She has an office, and are we in the hotel still?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she had an office in the hotel. Then I want to check in with her.
Okay.
And just, Professor, I don't know much about the Mage Society at all, but what that guy was doing with these puka, is that something accepted, or are people going to go in and get the rest of them away from him?
Hermetics are known for, how do I put this, lording over other entities. There are many mages who would also disagree with his practices, but the average hermetic probably wouldn't bat an eye.
Do we have any police or anything in our world?
There are.
To at least get them free from him?
There are a house of hermetics that they are usually for hire, and they would pretty much do whatever we asked for the right price. So if we wanted the puka to be free, they would free the puka. If we wanted Reginald to be assassinated, they would probably assassinate Reginald.
So it's mob justice. There's no law.
The closest thing there are to police are the technocrats. The technocrats are mages who kind of deny the fact that they're mages. They explain everything away with science. They make up the police forces and the government, and they protect sleepers.
Aw, can I get in on that?
Well, they believe that supernatural things are reality deviants, and therefore.
Oh, never mind.
Shouldn't we ask the puka what they want? Maybe they have a justice they'd like enacted.
Maybe they would. They look like a couple of kids to me, except for Sarah. Sarah, I don't know, she might be 19. She's the closest thing to an adult that I saw come out of that theater.
So what I'm getting
even children know about justice. Even if we can't exact it, we should at least try to, guy's kind of a sicko, unless they wanted it. But yet, if they wanted it, there she is.
So what
Poor
I'm
things.
getting
Are they still rabbits?
is that
Do we need to give them some Timothy hay? Does anybody have Timothy hay? Can I make Timothy hay?
what I'm understanding is that the fact that he's keeping sentient creatures in cages is not something our community is not something that's automatically policed. Like, we can't just report it and someone would take care of it. We would have to pay someone.
I do not. So there is another house in the Order of Hermes that act as the judges, House Quasitor. They basically determine who does the crime, and then House Giovanni is their executor.
Did you report this to them, or is that something that is still not done?
It's not my politics.
Do you have their number?
I do not, but I am sure I can find one. And she sits at her computer. Yeah, I have his information right here.
Okay, cool. Can I have it? Sorry.
Absolutely. And she hits print, and she hands you a sheet of paper that has a name generator. It's coming up with names off the cuff are hard. Jenna Fields, House Quasitor. Now, swimming in those waters, they might look at you for recruitment.
Okay.
That is something to watch out for. If you agree with them, then you found your tradition. But if you have thoughts of your own, then maybe you'll shy against it.
I don't know much or anything about this world other than what's come up during this this little foray. Who's in the room with me? Apparently Portia is.
Apparently Portia.
I'm standing
Yeah,
outside
I'm
the
sorry
door.
about that.
Portia, do you want to join me?
Are the bunnies with us? Where are the little dumplings? I don't want to eat them, just so you know. Where are
The
they?
bunnies are in the infirmary, into what has been made an
Poor
infirmary. It's one of the
Oh
rooms.
dear. Somebody looking out
They're
for them, or do we
recovering.
need to go take care of them? Gotta make sure they have blackberries. Bunnies love blackberries, but are these like bunnies? Are they real bunnies? Like, do they eat bunny food when they're bunnies? Tell me
So
what's up.
Portia,
Yes, huh?
you want to join me on a trip to my room?
Yes, definitely. Okay, let's go.
And as we leave, I want to grab Auron and Raena and just be like, guys, we gotta talk.
Raena, I need your herbs. Come on, you've got to come too. We'll stop off on the way to his room. I need your herbs.
We can
Professor?
we can meet in her room. That's fine.
That works too. Oh,
Yeah, my room's open for
I
everyone.
need to call through the herbs.
When you go to grab Auron, you still see a little bit of smoke kind of coming off his hair. And you could tell like he's a little bit in pain from what happened to him.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, buddy. Here, do you need an extra shoulder?
I can make it. I
don't know if I
hurts.
believe you. And I pick you up and I throw you football style over my shoulders and just carry you down the hall with us.
What's your strength?
I didn't give myself a lot of strength, but I got to change that because, like, I've based her off this TikToker who's a bodybuilder, and like, I can't get the image out of my head. So, like, my go-to move is to just throw people over my shoulder. It feels like the caring thing to do. A little silly.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Because I'm kind of hefty. I'm 165 pounds and I'm 6'1". So I think I'm like 6 or 7 inches taller than you.
I thought I made
I
myself
have-
tall in this game.
I have 3 dots in strength, so if you need help carrying him, or if you need help walking, Auron, I can help you.
Awesome. Fantastic.
I should be fine.
Okay.
I gave her dexterity and stamina. What was it? I should.
The door, once you guys leave the office, leave the room that she has designated as her office, the door closes on its own.
That is fine. Let's get up there. We need to talk.
You make it through the hotel and you come to Raina's door.
Is it unlocked, Raena?
Always. I just
Then
open
I will
it.
open it so they can help Auron through.
And then I tuck him in with a bunch of blankets or quilts. What do you have here, Raena? All the cozy things. Okay, we'll get a few pillows, plump them up behind his head, and then I'm going to go make some tea of some kind. But I'm listening. Spill. Where's the other one? You sit.
Well,
Auron kind of shrugs the blankets off, and it's like, that ain't gonna help.
yeah, I think
Okay,
you.
well, I am just doing my best to make you cozy. I don't know why you're buffing these things. Coziness always cures. Now sit down, both of you boys. Spill your guts, and I will make some tea. Now go.
I don't
Feel
think
the coziness.
will help with this. You said during on the ride back that it's an electrical burn, right?
Oh.
I was electrocuted. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a burn.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't mention it was a burn. I should have known. I'm sorry. And I'll put some ice on it. Do we have ice? I know where's some ice.
Just lift your shirt for a second.
Auron
This
actually
seems highly inappropriate.
pops off his bow tie and pulls it out, and he starts unbuttoning his shirt.
I just want to see if there's any markings there.
There is a point of contact where the lightning bolt struck you, and then there are roots, almost black roots that basically branch across your chest.
But also what you see, because I'm assuming you're able to walk around me and see my back and everything too. As he takes off his shirt, you see severe chemical scarring on his chest and back. And he kind of looks down.
Poor baby. No.
I know people want to ask, so if you want to ask what's wrong, feel free.
Just from a medical standpoint, the stuff on your back is old, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm just worried about the new. May I touch?
What do I do, Max? Do I need to make a
you can go
salve?
ahead.
It looks like it needs a salve.
Well, I'm just touching it to see if it's tender.
Yeah, it's tender.
Okay.
I realize I'm in the way and go to make tea.
Yeah, if either of you two are good with salves, there's definitely one that should be coated and dressed. And
pretty good with salves if I know what I'm doing or what I'm dealing with.
it's electrical burn. So just treat it like a regular burn.
Mm-hmm.
Aloe is usually good.
Mm-hmm.
It's how I had to treat these old scars when I was younger.
For a chemical burn, that is not going to be enough. Set your little booty down, buddy. All right, Raena, let's go to work. Men.
I'm not very savvy.
No, I just need you to grab your stuff. We're here. It's your room. I don't know where anything is. I mean, I kind of do because it's, but help. I need help finding all the right herbs.
I'm just not good at making.
Awesome. I definitely need
good at making ingredients.
I need my sous chef to show me where all the stuff is. Do you have a mortar and pestle?
Absolutely.
And are we privy to any special herbs yet? Are we able to see, because I know I made the teas and stuff, but does this world have magic-y herbs? Or is it just normal stuff and then I can use the energy I see to make it better?
In Raena's room, there are just normal herbs.
Okay. Do I have the ability to add extra things to what I'm putting into the herb mixture to make it more effective?
Yes.
Do I have the ability to kind of match the wound to the herb, and what should I roll to make that paste?
Okay, so craft and intelligence, I think.
Okay, craft and intelligence. I've got mixed drinks labeled, but no dots filled in that one.
Okay, so it's just straight intelligence. Difficulty 6.
1 success!
One success. That means...
I also do have science and medicine in my knowledges. I didn't know if that meant I could
Oh,
add.
medicine would have worked too, but you got a success. That is a difficulty 5 as it stands, arete roll. You can spend quintessence to lower the difficulty, and you can spend willpower, 1 willpower point, to ensure that you have a success.
Okay, so the one success was for the potion, or not the paste made, and then I'm rolling to
paste
see how
made.
well it applies to his wounds.
You are rolling to see how much magic you infuse into this.
Okay.
What spheres are you using?
Right now I
Matter,
only
life?
have, probably matter and life. That would make sense. I have one of each of those.
Okay, well then 1 matter, 1 life.
But once I use
And
it, is it gone, or is it just that's my
no,
level?
that's
Okay, cool.
just that the dots in
They're
your
not blood points.
which
Cool.
they're not blood points. Yeah.
Okay.
Once they're there, they're always there.
Ooh. So in this
So
role, would I put in any of my abilities or just my spheres and
just your
arete?
just your arete.
Does
Just your
willpower
arete.
help or not?
Spending
that already.
a temporary willpower point will ensure a success.
Oh,
If you botch, it'll be just a flat fail.
how serious are these burns there, Mr. Auron?
They're not. I mean, he's up and around. He's not like hospitalized.
Basically, they're just like light scorches almost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no offense, but we're not gonna do it. Okay, 2 against 6.
2 You should have a 3 in arete.
Yeah, I do. Oh, okay, so 5 against 6.
No,
Thank you for your no. I thought the difficulty level
you have a
was 6.
3. You have 3 dice at a difficulty 5.
Oh, that's how this works.
You're basically just rolling the arete before you do what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I think I did this. I have dash M35, right? I have 1 success.
Hooray! So
Yay!
you have a magical solve. That should help.
Yee.
That should help
His
Auron's burns.
Okay, Max, you said you had some stuff to spill. Spill. Do you need tea to do it? I have all the tea. Raena has
Well,
all we have all the stuff.
Portia, you were there. It's what we just learned from talking to the professor.
Yes, you were there, and I was technically physically present, but really my mind was with the bunnies and whether or not I could get them the Timothy hay. It was not a good look for me that day. What's going on right now? I'm sorry.
Well,
what's your concern, Max?
If we had found those, what you had found, if those were regular humans in the human world, we could take that information to the police or the FBI, and they would go in
the system
and take care of them.
itself. It always replicates itself.
That system doesn't exist for us. System doesn't exist for the magical creatures at all.
This is why I think we should ask them what they view as justice, and then also help them get to where they need to be. Like, don't they have parents?
But I mean, no one is going in, and the professor had no interest whatsoever in sending anyone in to free the rest of them.
Back in to get the rest of them, obviously, right?
But we are I mean, adding me to the 3 of you when you were already spanked, basically.
We just need
adding
a better
me doesn't
plan.
make it
I mean, if anything, I was the only one spanked in this situation.
I personally just
have
think we need a better
emotional
plan.
scars. It might be political. That's all I will say.
They politics. Fuck the system, man.
So, intelligent creatures are being held against their will.
Babies, they're children. That's worse.
Children are being held in cages against their will, and it's a political thing to get them free.
So
Well-
it's allowed in some sections, I guess.
Yeah, it's from what I'm hearing, it seems to be that there are a bunch of mages that don't see because they're
Isn't our
puka and they're not
responsibility, though?
human, that they're not
It's our
people.
I don't know. I just think it's our responsibility if children of any type are locked up against their will. Like, it's a cult.
I agree
If
with
they
you.
were in a cult, we would save them, wouldn't we?
This is why I brought it up to you. Because-
well,
It hits the wrong way really hard.
Yeah.
and she wants us to
But-
just leave them there? Was that the end? We're supposed to just leave them?
No, I have a number for this one group because she
Okay.
was willing to look up a number to give to me, and this one group will act as judges sometimes, I guess, if they want to.
Why are we doing the judge thing? Don't we just want to rescue the little pumpkins and then, like, move on from there? Why are we bringing judges into this again? I just feel like we're overly
Because
complicating
there are the
situation.
4 of us, and he is stronger than all of us combined.
We are
Yes, but he's an
wildly
idiot.
inexperienced to be liberating anyone at this point. We got lucky.
Ugh, damn it!
Orn
your
looks up.
actual thoughts that are making sense there, Raena.
Auron looks up and he's like, no matter what you guys decide, that whole event brought up too many bad memories from my past. So, either way, I'm going after him.
I put a hand on Auron's shoulder.
Just let's make sure, Auron, that we don't go vigilante without
We
without a
just need
plan.
a plan.
Yes. Without some way of assuring that we can actually get out alive.
Oh, trust
But
me,
his assistant?
I've already been formulating on since the way here. And
Well, what do you
even
have?
if it's just me that were to go in,
It's
so
more
be
than
it.
just you. I know I'm in. Sounds like Portia's in. What about you, Raena?
Absolutely. Maybe we can ask Sarah if she knows anything about the ins and outs of
Oh, yeah.
the place and
I think Sarah needs to be included in our plan. I think she's the only way we're actually going to get the rest of the babies out.
but we are calling
question.
the judge people, right? We're gonna see if they can help us.
Yes, yes.
Well,
That's a
I
good
have
idea.
no faith in the political system, so if you guys want to do it, go ahead. But I've seen too much in the activism world. You
I
trust
think it's
no one.
worth a shot to have some mages with experience on our side.
Can we trust that they'll actually want to help and they're not just in it? I don't know. I feel like this is a political thing. Are they really going to want to help us? Or are they just going to say they help
We
us
don't
and then
know,
stop us
but
from
we
actually
won't.
executing?
We won't know unless we ask.
I wonder if I understand how to make truth serum. Do you think we can drug them and make them tell us the truth? Just really don't
I
trust
think if
politics.
they are accomplished mages, that you probably wouldn't be able to make one that can get past the resistances.
And
I'm
I
just
don't
going
see
from
Well, bend me over a rainbow and work it off. Ugh. That's
well, I mean, in D&D, if you're making a potion or a poison to use against a high-level character, they're going to have
no,
a very,
that makes sense.
very high save against it.
Mhm. That makes total sense. My character is bummed.
You see Auron kind of smirk when he hears Max bring up D&D.
Ugh.
And then
I'm highly
he
disappointed.
he kind of turns towards Max.
Damn,
He's like-
you're right,
and
logic,
he's like,
Max.
I like your way of thinking in this.
Well, thank you.
But let me just say, I've not really told anybody this except for maybe family, extended family, I should say. I know, Portia, Raena, you saw it when I turned on him. I consider this personal, especially when it doesn't matter where these pukas are from. I know their experience.
Mm.
Because the same thing happened to me when I was a kid. Not in the same sense, but it did happen.
I squeeze your shoulder a little. I'm sorry, man.
Let me put it this
that's
way.
heartbreaking. I tried to add another blanket to you and then remember that you don't want the blanket to go.
But let me put it this way. These scars that I have that aren't from what we just went through are from the fact that I was kidnapped myself as a kid and experimented on. And this is the result. It's the reason why I've pulled away from people for the most part. Now I finally have friends that aren't judgmental.
I'll put my hand.
And eventually, I'm going to get those people back for what they did to me.
Put my hand on Auron's shoulder and just say, "We're here for you, and we're not letting this go."
The puka and you will be avenged.
And I want to be the main one to avenge it.
Sarah doesn't really know
You're
me
gonna
very
have to
well,
take help, but
so if one of you two might grab her or see if she wants to
yes,
join
this
us.
takes a lady's touch. Raena, you in to help me go see about the bunnies? Let's get some hay. Do you have hay here, or should we just grab some lavender? How about blackberries? Are there blackberries? Bunnies love blackberries.
Yeah, you get the bunnies. I'll talk to Sarah.
Okay. Oh, well, I was going to say you get the herbs, and then we'll take it down to the bunnies, and then we can bring Sarah back. But yes, any plan works. Tally ho!
For all we know, they're probably still children, because when Maxwell's
Oh,
looking
well, then we
them
should
for-
grab chocolate. Do you have chocolate in here? Maybe we should bring
do.
them some tea. Should I have made them a tea? Oh,
we can make them tea
Do
when they
pukas-
come back up.
okay. We'll just bring them all back here. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. I like your.
Should you bring them like
Thank you.
carrots?
Well, she
Or
says
is
they're
that
children
racist?
now, so we should really bring them cookies.
Hey, children should eat carrots. Nutrition and all that.
Auron looks up
We'll
at
bring
Portia.
some sliced apples. Where's the apples?
Auron looks up at Portia and puts his hands like, I could put that on myself, so you can go take care of that.
No. You sit down. Max, get over here. You need to help him out. Auron,
I
stop
will.
moving.
I will. I was waiting for you
Also,
to.
make sure you wrap it. And then here's the. I'm sorry. I just assumed that it got taken. I was. Yes. Anyway, yes. So you know how to pat, and then I start patting on the paste.
I'm a med
Okay.
student,
Sure.
remember?
Oh, right. I can leave you to this. Thank God.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been standing here with
Some
my
of this
hands
sort
out
of
for
freaks me
15
out.
minutes.
Damn it, man. Say something.
Auron grabs the bridge of his nose and just shakes his head.
Auron, you're not allowed to move. Well, you can move if you need to wiggle, but be a good patient. Keep ice on it. And deep breathing, and we'll figure this out.
I am
Here's some
ushering
tea.
Portia to the door as she's talking.
And I
I'm
keep
looking-
like handing, like I'm like pushing a thing of tea, and I'm like, okay, and then there's more water on the stove, Max. And if they need, you both need more. And I want to come back and see both of you drinking tea and being cozy.
Okay, we'll be back. Bye.
Bye. You're dragging me out the door as I'm trying to give directions.
And as I am, just a side note, as I'm doing this, in the normal world, having an attractive man laying on the bed in front of me with no shirt in front of Max would make him like sweat and like hyperventilate. But he has the ability to turn on med school mode. And right now, Auron
sense.
is patient. And that is it. So he is full professional mode. On to the rest of you.
Raena and Portia kind of like wander back to the room that is being used as an infirmary. Sarah is there hanging out with two kids. They couldn't be more than 6. She's basically
Is there a
talking
nurse
with
guarding
them.
me or in the infirmary?
no.
Is there a nurse in there or any
No.
quote adults unquote? No.
The closest thing to an adult is Sarah.
Has anybody been caring for you guys? What's going on? Hi, by the way, hi. How are you doing, Sarah? What's going on? Yikes! Hey, Raena, you take over. I'm gonna.
How are you holding up? How's it been since you've been here?
I'm just kind of like making sure that the others are safe, and they were panicked, so kind of calming them down.
Understandable.
But
They
we're
don't know
hoping
who
we
you
can
are.
take you back to our room for a minute, and we can give you cookies. Children like cookies, right? You like cookies? I'm sorry, you're not.
Cookies!
They're kids. Oh, fantastic. We'll get some hot chocolate and cookies going. Maybe a sandwich. Do I need to go to the kitchen? I'll take the children with me. Are you? What? Well, we all need all of you.
The
Yeah.
children follow Portia for the promise of cookies and chocolate.
What's your
Sarah-
names, little dumplings? What are their names?
Their names are Hassan and Luke. Two
Oh, how
boys.
precious. All right, boys, let's go get some sandwiches and cookies. Oh, you little dumplings, we need to get you fattened up. Not in that kind of way, but just you're so cute.
Cosmo
Okay,
is like Cosmo wants to play. So he is bounding around the children and kind of like obviously wants to play, but the children are not so interested. But they
Am I taking the kids to the kitchen, or is there a kitchen in there where I can pull ingredients out of?
Are you taking the children to the kitchen?
I was going to take them back to Raena's room, but then I
Okay.
thought maybe it's important to stay with the action, and I didn't know which was closer, Raena's room or the kitchens, because then I thought, well, maybe Auron and the rest of them need to chill. Children are kind of a lot. 6-year-olds are a lot, in the best way.
There are definitely cookies in the kitchen.
All right,
You
I'm going to
can
take the
grab
boys
them
to the
and take
kitchen,
them with
Raena.
you.
Do you want to talk? If you two want to follow us later, but yeah, Raena, I'll let you hold this. You know what's happening. I'm taking them to the kitchen. Use your best judgment.
Yeah,
I trust you.
we'll be behind you.
Oh, thank God.
Luke kind of like whimpers a little bit at Cosmo sniffing at him.
So
Cosmo,
oh,
don't
do you
be rude.
see the
Come here.
puppies?
Ghost dog.
Oh my God, he sees the ghost dog.
Cosmo, you leave them alone. We can play later with something else. Come here.
Cosmo huffs and walks back to Raena. Sits
I
next to
know,
her.
Buggy, and it's rough, but they have just been through a lot. We need to give them space.
Oh, that's rough for a ghost dog. Literally.
Rough.
No, that wasn't funny. Okay, I was trying to make a dad joke. It was
I like
definitely a
Sarah
dad joke.
kind of comes to Raena and asks her, "So where did you get Cosmo?"
He just appeared to me in the hotel. I was walking down the hallway, and he was just there, walking behind me. He's my avatar. He's sort of an extension of my soul in a way, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah, he's pretty great.
would you? Apparently, others can't see the dog.
No, I was really surprised when you saw him. I didn't think
I see
anyone
the
could see it.
unseen.
Ooh, cryptic.
I might be able to give him a body to inhabit.
Ooh, I would have to. I think I could help with that in some way. That would be cool. I would be excited for everyone else to see him because he is a very good boy and he's very cute. How could you do that?
I have my ways.
Oh, so it'd be like a secret? Or because
We would make a deal.
Ooh, I don't like the way that sounds. I wanna trust you, but he's my precious boy, and I wanna know what I'm signing him up for.
In a way, I know he means a lot to you. I'm still kind of scared of him, and me giving him a body would allow him to basically rend me limb from limb. But give me a home, and I will make your dog real.
Okay.
Yeah?
I think I can pull that off. We could be sort of neighbors. I have 50 acres of land. Because of my family, we've lived there for generations.
That sounds
Would you
exciting.
want to include the kids? I don't know if they have
I
families to
don't
go to.
know what to do about them. Maybe they can come live with us?
Yeah, I would be okay with that. It's pretty lonely up there.
Bunny rehab?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I could have a bunny rehab. Yeah, y'all can come live on my land. I'll make you a space and
That
it'll be
sounds
really comfy.
wonderful. Cosmo suddenly, like, before his fur kind of like wavered in the air a little bit. Now gravity takes hold.
Is he gonna be okay? Is that part of it? I go over and I touch him.
He is a
Yeah.
fluffy dog.
Yes, he is. Hooray! Hey, buddy. Oh my gosh. You mean like fluffy dog, like he's real? Oh, Cosmo! We have to
Like,
test this out because I could see you the whole time, but
right.
we'll have to see if anybody else can see you. Thank you, Sarah. I don't want to get emotional. But thank you.
I don't want to get emotional about having somewhere else to go.
Okay. We do have business to attend to. And before I start crying, out of character, I'm actually starting to cry. Sorry. Back in character, we should go find the kids, see if Portia can see Cosmo, and get to business.
All right, cut to Portia and the kids.
What are the kiddos doing? Are they giving me hell? I think I fed them and given
They
them
are
cookies, but now they
quiet.
might be honest.
The kids are quiet. They look traumatized.
Oh, well, I'm filling
And
them
they're
with as much
basically like
food as they're eating.
they've got bandages and, you know, like on arms and legs and chins.
Well, are they at least eating all the food I put before them? Because
Yes.
at this point, I put in like a huge plate of sandwiches of all kinds, and then there's
The
like 3 different types
sweeter
of
the
cookies.
better. They are
Gotcha.
all about the cookies.
Okay, gotcha. And I made them some peanut butter and honey sandwiches to get them some more protein. And I've also like added milk and a little bit of hip protein powder to the chocolate milk because they just look like they need some extra vitamins.
Okay. They
I keep
are
putting more
happy
food
to
on the table
consume.
because like
They are happy to
awesome.
consume anything you are willing to put in front of them. You are wondering
I also
where
keep
the food
ruffling
is
their
going.
heads and giving them little hugs if they want them, but trying not to hurt them because I'm really worried I'm gonna hurt them. Oh, you poor little dears. Where are you from? Do
They
want to talk?
basically, Luke says, I'm from Croatia.
Oh, you're so far away from your home.
Well, I haven't been there since I was a baby.
Oh, my darling. What about you? Like, how far away? What happened? If you don't want to talk about it, maybe we should just talk. What's your favorite color? How about your third favorite dinosaur? Do you have a favorite cookie? Is it on the table? I can go get it for you.
Cookies.
Do you have a favorite one?
I like the one, like this one, the thumbprint with the raspberry jam in it.
Oh, did I put the raspberry jam ones on the table? I think these are strawberry. Let me go get you the raspberry ones. Do you also want one more hot chocolate? How about some water? Tea?
Hot
I feel like
chocolate.
Croatians have tea.
Hot chocolate with lots of marshmallows.
Oh, I will give you all the marshmallows. I bring like one of the bags to the table and I like fill the cup 2/3 full with marshmallow and lots of hot chocolate. How about you there, Pumpkin? I forget your name. What's your name, darling? Where are you from? If you want to talk, you don't have to talk. You can keep eating sandwiches. Auntie Portia,
I do not
giving you sandwiches.
I do not know the name of my country, but
Aw,
it was hot and there was sand.
where's your mummies? Are they here?
I remember bombs and
Oh,
I remember my parents being trapped, and I've been alone since.
how did you both end up together? How did you meet? Did you guys meet at the same place?
We both met at the magic house.
Was he mean to you too? Are you like,
The cages weren't comfortable, but it was okay. It was okay.
Can I squeeze you? Can I give you a squeeze? A hug? Do you need hugs?
Yes.
No. Yes?
And
Okay. Big hugs. I squeeze both of them very tight. It's a little bit hard, but not too hard. You know, big bear hug. Big
okay.
bear hugs.
He is all about the hug.
Oh, are they melting into me? Well, I'm gonna start crying.
They are.
I definitely start crying.
Aw.
Oh my god, poor dears.
Sandwich. Handful of marshmallows.
I let them go. And is there? So, do you not have mommies and daddies now, or parents?
Uncle Reginald.
Who's Uncle Reginald?
Reggie. Uncle
Is that the
Reggie.
magician guy?
Hmm.
Wait, well, cages
But
are
he
no good
was
for children. He was what? Oh no! Did he hurt you? What did he do to
sometimes.
you? Oh, well, we're not
All
gonna
he
let you back to him.
Yeah, okay.
All he what?
He
What did he want with you?
he wanted wishes.
Are you witches?
Not witches. He wanted wishes.
Wishes.
Went,
Wait, wishes? You can grant wishes, or you know about? What do you mean you can grant wishes? Couldn't you wish yourself out of the cage?
Mm-mm. In a way, I kind of
Oh.
did.
Hmm. So none of the other bunnies want to be there either, right?
Sarah is probably the favorite.
Ooh. What does that mean?
She was usually in the shows. We
Did
did a
he
lot of cleaning and we did a lot of wish granting.
to the magician guy, Reggie? What kind of wishes did he want?
He wanted to be famous.
Was that it?
Other little things.
If you wouldn't mind telling me what they were, it might help us be able to help your friends. Seriously though, what did he want?
To be famous.
Just to be famous? You said there were other little things.
Sometimes he would want a sandwich.
He used wishes on a sandwich?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Are the wishes, do they hurt you? I don't really know anything about you. Then wishes.
Sarah says that we're supposed to make a deal,
Oh,
but
okay.
but he was not making deals. He was just making wishes.
So you don't have to have a deal to do the wish then? And he can just.
If
He
he
didn't hurt
he
you.
didn't.
Oh no. Oh. If you didn't do it, he'd hurt you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck him. Oh, sorry. Heck him. And you don't repeat those words. And you guys can't wish yourselves out. Can you wish your friends out?
That's a big wish.
Does it take more power? What do you guys want us to do to Mr. Reggie? Like, you don't want to go back to him, do you? Boys? You don't want to go back to him, right? And
Right.
what would you guys like to do? Would you like to stay with Sarah?
Maybe.
Okay.
She's smart.
That's very true. She is. You guys are perceptive. Are you allowed to? Well, here you don't have to grant us wishes if you don't want. That's so rude. Because it's so little. Do you want to play with anything? I think they've got some balls around here. Maybe a chess set. You're too young for chess.
We can play.
Of course. You gotta find some toys. Is there anything you want? I can look around. Maybe there might be games in the rec center. What do you guys want to play with?
We can just play.
That's fair. I'll go see if I can find balls or something. No, I can't leave you guys alone. Why don't we go look and see if we can find some toys?
Oh,
Or do you want to
okay.
keep eating? Okay, let's go. We'll maybe pick up Miss Sarah and Raena on the way. Go maybe check in on my friends. Anyway, I corral them and head in the direction that I think maybe the rec room / where Raena and Sarah are.
Raena and Sarah are probably heading back to Raina's room.
Cool. I wander around. Do I find the rec center? Is there a rec center? Do I find
There
balls?
is no rec center.
I don't know what I was thinking. That it was a hotel. Well, I don't know if we can find any balls here, but maybe Miss Raena will have some. Let's go this way, boys. And we
Okay.
head back to Raena. Yay!
They begin to run and chase each other.
That's fine. I figure we're going to take the scenic route back as long as they're not hurting each other. So
Raena and Sarah and Aspen? Question mark?
we have Aspen. Maybe.
Hello?
Hello. What is Aspen doing now that they are home and there are 2 children and an adult now hanging out at the chantry?
I am being very far away from wherever the children are.
Max and Auron are in Raina's room.
That
And
sounds like a good place to be.
Raena was grabbing Sarah and heading back to Raina's room, and Portia is occupying the children.
Okay. I assume then that I will be in Raina's room.
Okay. Raena enters her bedroom and sees that Aspen has joined the party.
Hey, you made it.
I made it.
All right, we can get down to business.
So the question is, Sarah, what do you want
Freedom.
to happen? Would you be willing to help us try and free the rest of the kids?
I don't know how to make that happen, but I'd be more than willing to help.
I mean, even information would probably help us.
We're in a different theater every week.
When
Yes.
you're in each theater, how does he get all of you in and out?
I get to walk, but the others are usually in cages.
Is there often like a back door or a big door he could carry you through?
There is often a port or there is a back door that they load freight in through,
Okay.
usually.
I'm
And
actually
I was actually organizing the shows, so I can probably tell you where he's going to be next.
That would be extremely helpful.
Hmm.
We also have another phone number that we can call to see if we can get some help or even other people to take care of it.
Take care of it?
I don't know what this other group, the House Quisitor,
Oh,
I don't know what their methods are,
I don't either.
but from what I hear, they might act as police a little bit.
You think it was illegal what he did?
Well, you are thinking and talking beings. Where I come from, that is a sentient creature and should not be kept in cages.
I was taken when I was young by fairies, and they turned me into a rabbit, and it was my job to run. And I thought I came here, and I didn't think it was any different.
Thinking that you were going to be doing a different or the same job, just in a different place.
That's kind of how it turned out.
I'm sorry.
I'm learning that maybe it's not right.
My perspective on things is that If you are thinking and speaking, that means you should have the right to choose what you do with your life.
Raena was nice enough to offer to live on her land.
You or you and the boys?
If they're willing to come with me, I would happily take them with me.
What if we were to be able to get the rest of them free? Raena, would they be welcome as well?
Absolutely. I have a lot of space, and I'm sure they would like it out there.
And also, a bunch ran off. Is there any way to let them, once you're settled, is there any way to get a message to them that there is a safe place? Or are they safe having run off? We can't fret over the ones that we have no way to contact. I mean, as much as I would like to let them know that there is a safe place for them, without any way to contact them, I have to let that go. The group, for the rest of the group in the room, are we wanting to contact House Quasitor to see about assistance in getting these other puka released?
I'm on board.
We can use all the help that we can get.
I will go with whatever the group wants.
Portia?
I didn't think I was in the room. I thought I was still corralling the
Oh, that's
children, but
right.
if I'm back in the room, I will go along
Rewind.
with whatever the group does. Okay.
But while you are saying that up, I do need to go talk to the professor because I have some concerns, at least on my end, now that he knows who I am, or at least knows what I look like.
I understand. Do we want to do a group chat with the House Quasitor representative? Or do we want me to just talk to her?
That would be preferable. I could set something up in my room to where we can do that. Because I do have a computer and webcam and everything.
Perfect.
Ooh, we get to see your room. That's exciting.
If we're going to set up this call in your room, but you need to talk to the professor, do you need to talk to the professor first or after the call?
I can wait until after the call.
Then shall we go to your room? Your bandage is dressed, and it's taped to your chest. So you can button your shirt back up.
And he goes and puts his shirt back on. Sans bow tie, he just puts it in his shirt pocket.
Shall we off to your room?
Lead the way, Tech Man.
And Auron walks out of the room.
And to his room, you guys are basically led to a door that has a screen.
Auron kind of looks at it, and he just kind of nods his head. And he looks back, and his hilariously catches everybody off guard.
Or am I joining now?
You probably see us walk through.
Mm-hmm.
But Auron doesn't. Auron acknowledges you, but he doesn't say anything because he assumes that you'll probably join with us.
Oh. Okay, so I should try to drop the kids back off, or I should drag the kids with me and follow y'all. What kind of eye contact am I receiving?
Basically that he would acknowledge that you're taking care of the kids, and he kind of has to look like, go ahead and continue what you're doing.
I make a nod and try to interest the boys in a rousing game of hide and seek.
They are in for it.
But you get to
you guys can text me if you need me, right?
Yeah.
I call. Text me if you need me. 11, 12.
Okay.
13,
Auron kind of does like an
14.
absent-minded wave.
I wave back. 15, 16. Anyway.
But
And they vanish.
But yeah, when we get to my to Auron's door, something you don't expect happen. He'll see that everybody notices the screen on the door, and he looks back, and his accent completely changes, and he points at the screen, and in a German accent says, "It's for security," and then he unlocks and opens the door.
I look around as if to say, that was weird, but I follow anyway.
All right. When everybody walks into the room, you see like tech everywhere on racks. You see a 3D printer. You see a computer station that has 3 large screens, and a webcam sits on the middle. And then you see the chair, and on each side of the chair, you would see like speaker monitors sitting up on stands. And you would probably realize that's probably how the music was getting so loud. And he walks over, sits at his desk, and then thinks for a second, or he logs into all of his stuff. He looks over at Max, and he's like, "So what are we using to call?"
It's a phone number.
Yeah, it is. I've got a phone number. Do you need like a cell phone to plug into it, or I don't know.
Sometimes, and he starts patting around on himself, find his phone, pulls out his phone, goes to basically make it active, and realizes that the phone is broken. The screen doesn't light up or anything. You see him kind of frantically kind of like try to turn the phone on, stuff like that, and it just does not turn on.
Did you have that on you when you got blasted?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, you can just use mine if it's got the connections.
Sarah looks over and says, "I can fix it for you."
Okay. My tools are over there.
I don't need tools.
Auron kind of looks over and questioningly like,
She
How-
extends her hand and asks for the phone.
he hands it to her.
She turns it on.
He
Hands it back.
he goes a little wide-eyed like, how?
You owe me.
What do you need?
Revenge.
Oh, that is already in the works in my head. And he plugs his phone into the computer. It's an iPhone. And the an app that nobody's ever really seen before pops up on the computer. And when you look at it, it doesn't look like an iPhone app. It looks like something custom. And he looks over, he's like, all right, let me get the webcam set up, and I'll let you start the call, Max, since you're the one with the information. Auron will stand up, step to the side, and then reach over really quickly on the desk and turns the volume down on the computer, and then steps aside and lets you sit at the computer.
Do I pick up the phone, or do I use the computer?
You will dial it through the phone.
Okay. I dial the number. I mean, but to talk to her, do I need like a headset, or is it all automatic video?
It's what will happen is this is a really good camera. I'm like, it has a little micro boom mic on it. Basically you'll just talk towards the webcam.
Okay.
Everything will be up and ready.
Then I will dial the number.
Sarah is very careful not to be on screen in the call.
Who is visible? Who is choosing to be within the camera?
I am.
I'm standing to your left, or I'm not standing, I'm crouching, next to the on the left side of the chair.
I will be within audio distance, but not within visual distance.
Okay. All right. So we make the call to Miss Jenna Fields.
Jenna Fields.
Hi, Jenna. My name is Max Toulon. I got your number from a mage that I know. We are a bunch of younger mages, newbies.
Oh, wonderful.
We have run across something, and we were told that your house is something that you would be the ones to talk to about it.
What sort of situation?
We have run across a mage that has been kidnapping puka children and keeping them in cages. And, we're new to this world, but in the human world, that's something that, they're kids. That's illegal. And we were told that your house is the one to talk to about things that would be illegal.
We can set up a trial. We can basically try this mage for hate crimes.
Auron kind of looks up at the camera and he's like, he's basically enslaving these children.
Would the children be willing to testify?
I don't know. That's something we'd have to ask them.
Sarah does not respond.
Our first course of action, I think, would be to get the puka out of there so that we'd be able to ask them if they would be willing to testify.
Who is the mage in question?
Reginald Hollis.
He is House Flambeau, which does not surprise me that he would be into slavery.
As I mentioned, we are a group of, you only see 3 of us here, but there are 5 of us. 5 newly, freshly awakened mages. And I believe he is far beyond our power.
He
to
is
be able to
very
go
far.
in and release them.
We will send an investigator, and he can determine whether the living conditions of the puka are humane or inhumane.
We can when we have a chance to talk to her, we know one of the puka that was with them, and she knows where he would be next.
Would she be willing to work with us?
She is not in the room right now, so I cannot answer for her. I would like to think that she would, but considering she was in slavery most of her life to this man, I would say she's probably very gun-shy with new people.
Understandably. We shall send a team of investigators to determine as to whether Reginald Hollis has been abusing children, or does he just want some rabbits in his show?
We appreciate that. As soon as we can talk to the older puka that has the schedule, we will send you the information on where he will be performing next.
You can get a hold of me at this number.
Excellent. Thank you.
And I accept texts.
I will probably text that. All right.
Thank you for the tip.
Thank you for being willing to help. Is there anything else that we need to provide?
Be available for the investigators to interview you as well.
And I will give my cell number to her.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your help.
I have to go, but
All right.
Thank you very much for the tip, and we will act upon this as soon as possible.
Thank you. Bye now.
That
And I
went better than
turn immediately to Sarah, and I'm like,
Who looks like spooked?
well, I didn't tell her you were in here with us, as you heard. Do you have that information for where he is performing next, that I can send that to her so that they can...
I left my little black book at the last theater, so Reginald might have it.
Oh, you don't remember what the next engagement was going to be?
I knew it was going to be here in Montreal, but I can't remember the theater name.
Auron kind of reaches over for his phone and starts doing a search for what theaters are in Montreal that do basically they're completely open to any type of show.
You basically Google Reginald Hollis and find his website, and his website has his schedule on it.
That makes sense.
Auron hands the phone over to Max.
And I will type
gonna
in the
be-
information.
There.
I'm just going to forward the information over to Jenna.
Cool.
Sarah, is there anything we can do to make you more comfortable? Because you seem very afraid right now.
I'm afraid he's going to come after me.
I understand that. We will do our absolute best to make sure he does not know where you are.
Thank you.
And that includes the boys as well.
When I go talk to the professor, I can bring it up because my stuff is kind of private, so that you guys don't have to wait.
Okay. So you know that there is a show that night at 7, and I'll say it's probably about 3 o'clock now. She says, I am very good at looking like I belong somewhere. I can be the point of contact for the investigators.
She's saying that to Auron or Max?
Both.
Okay.
This is Sarah talking.
Mhm.
So you're okay with talking to the investigators? Okay. Because you were very scared, and I just want to make sure we're not putting you in a position that
It's the
makes you
testifying that I'm super scared of.
It's understandable.
He's not a bad man.
To me, he is for what he's put you through.
Yeah, with all due respect, the evidence points otherwise.
Okay.
Auron stands up and kind of ushers everybody out of the room, and then he walks to the professor's office.
Okay.
the rest of us will probably try and connect back with Portia and the boys if the other people are interested in, regrouping.
I'll note that Raena had a black dog sitting next to her during the call.
And we actually saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I look over and Raena, is that Cosmo?
Yes.
We
I was
can
trying to bring attention to him because I wanted to see if you could see him.
I am seeing him. Do you mind if I use my mage sight to just look at him?
I have no problem with that.
So I just want to look at biological processes and stuff, see if there are any. I'm just, this is medical curiosity hitting me.
I just want to pet Cosmo. Is that okay?
If he lets you, absolutely.
I'll hold my hand out.
He basically wags his tail and kind of bows his head and is happy to receive the attention.
Oh, yay, scritch, scritch, scritch. Who's a good boy?
Do I see dog all the way through?
You see, instead of blood, this dog has some kind of fluid that you can't recognize the actual makeup of it, but everything else seems, there are muscle groups, there are organs, there's a brain.
Okay. Curiosity satiated.
Is he normal, Doc?
Yeah, he is dog. His electrochemical stuff is I would guess, metaphysical, but he is built the same as a dog.
Fascinating.
That is fascinating.
I'm just so glad you guys can see him now. Isn't he cute?
He's adorable.
Whack, 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 whack.
Scritch, scritch, scritch.
Yay! Lots of
Hand out.
leaning, lots of. He's like, wow! All of a sudden, I'm getting all this attention. This is great.
Look at me. I'm so popular.
So you're trying to meet back up with Portia.
Mm-hmm.
Portia.
Fantastic. Do I
Fantastic.
stumble across them randomly? We are playing hide and seek. It's a relatively random.
You are playing
sport.
hide and seek. So it is.
Yes.
You know that they are at Auron's room.
Okay.
Well, how
I
about
make it-
I text Portia, we're done, where are you?
And I text back, not exactly sure, but I will be on my way to you Should I bring the boys? I'm not really sure what to do with them. They were alone
Yep,
when
bring the
I
boys.
found. All right, on our way. And sometime
Okay.
within the next 5 to 10 minutes, we show up. Cool.
Hang tight, gang. Portia and the boys are on their way.
Excellent.
Rad.
Auron's not there.
Yeah,
We burst through the door with the boys in
we are
front.
not
because-
inside a room. We are in the hallways.
Oh, they're in the hallways. All right. Well, we come barreling down the hallways. Very loud. I'm a little out of breath.
I turn
Hey,
to
guys.
Sarah. It looks like the boys have been having a really good time.
It looks like. The children
I'm alive!
didn't get
They're
to play
alive!
much.
Oh, I have some info when we get these little tykes somewhere.
It appears that we have arranged a rehab center of sorts.
There's so little leaving unattended doesn't seem like a good idea.
I
Yes,
would
sir.
be
They may not.
willing to attend to them.
Are you sure? You're so young yourself. I think I'll put you in that position.
I kneel down to the boys and say, Miss Raena here has a place with a very large property and is willing to let you two and Sarah stay there and live there. And it's a safe, open place for you to be free.
There's no animals.
There will be animals. We live in the mountains, but I can make sure that you are safe.
Okay.
It's a place where you can play a lot.
Lots of room for hide and seek, guys.
That sounds great.
Okay.
There's snacks in the kitchen area if you know where that is. Yeah, Jenny, Rainy, Lucy. What's your name, darling?
Luke and Hassan.
No, talking to the older woman who's 19.
Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. You know where to find the snacks, right? Yes, they pointed you in the direction where that was.
I will
They're really hungry.
get snacks. Thank you.
Yes, go eat too. Have you eaten? Please make sure you eat. I made extra sandwiches. There's a lot of them. The boys did not want anything but the peanut butter and honey. But there's also some ham. I made a turkey salad. Yes. Well, you can figure it out.
Thank you.
And as she goes, Max can't help but smile just at the actual wholesomeness going on.
So, with them living on my property, I would
Mhm.
want to have a portal from my room to maybe my node so that I can get them there without having to drive them there. And anyone that we bring back to the chantry, I almost call it a chalice, but I would also want to have something set up before they got there. Maybe just like maybe a cloaking ritual around my area or a barrier so that nothing that we don't want getting in can't get in, just
Well,
for
that's-
future reference.
Maybe we can get them a special room in this place so that it can be cloaked until the portal to your place is made. And I'd say the portal to your place is probably the top priority.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking, what are we going to do with them until all of that happens? Make them live in Portia's room.
As soon as you guys stop paying attention to the children, you quickly realize they are gone.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, Lord. Well, maybe they're hiding.
Knowing that they're children and you just gave them a bunch of snacks and hyped them up with playing, they're probably doing something they shouldn't be doing.
Oh, no. You're right. Hope they haven't found my chemistry set. Do we all go off in separate directions or should we go in groups? Sarah, where would they
Well,
go?
I think we'll fill in Portia on the phone call.
Oh, phone call. Oh, and I need to let you know they grant wishes. These things, kids, buddies, they wish grant. And he wanted them to grant wishes of fame and sandwiches? Why would you wish for sandwiches? Apparently, there's a price, but he wasn't paying it. They just did it for free because they're supposed to charge, is what Sarah told them. I think that's all the information. They don't have parents. They don't have any parents. Bombs and sadness. And he beat them if they didn't grant wishes. I think. I don't know. He said he was mean. Weesh. Anyway, what did you guys do? A phone call? Yes, phone call. Tell me more.
We talked to Jenna Fields from House Quasitor, and she said that they are going to go to the next show,
Okay.
investigate the puka in the cages, and see if they're being mistreated, and bring charges if they feel that they are.
You're not going to
But-
just bring charges because they're in cages? Isn't that mistreatment enough?
I'm on the
Actual-
same page with you, Portia.
Told you, police are always useless.
Well, here's what I took from that conversation, and I didn't say it on the phone because we are getting their help, but it's sounding like, I guess, if they find that he is treating them okay, then they're going to let him keep them. And that does not feel right to me.
That is definitely not good in my books. What is wrong with people? Police systems.
But let's see what they do.
Well, at the moment they sound useless, but okay.
They
Yes.
might find out that they might do something. They might work in our favor. It's not something that's done and gone. It's just a possibility from the words that they actually used.
Oh, I'm disgusted, but fair enough.
The next show is in a few hours, so they should be getting back to us within the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess thanks for small favors.
And with that, we shall wrap game. Next, we will do goods, bads, and uglies. If you are curious as to what goods, bads, and uglies are, they talk about something that they liked about the game, something that they didn't like about the game, and if they could give experience to another player, who would it be and why? And we will start with Auron.
Goods is that, at least for me, is that Auron now has a lot more trust in everybody, especially with the fact that he was able to let out what happened to him in his past.
Mm-hmm.
And the only people he's ever been able to do that with is his extended family.
Mm.
Didn't have any bads this session at all.
Yay.
And I would have to give the experience to Max because he took a lot of care in what was going on with Auron.
Cool.
Max.
I really liked this episode. I enjoyed the fact that we are looking at Mage Society critically.
Mm-hmm.
As a group, we're like on the same page of, okay, this is not cool. None of this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that we're making plans to right wrongs. And I want to give out like all the experience.
There was a lot of really good RP today.
Mm-hmm. But I would say because Portia and Max were right there, eye to eye, arm in arm with the social justice. Like everything that Max was thinking was coming out of Portia's mouth. I would say that is probably where the XP is going to go.
Oh, shucks. Thanks.
Katarina.
I thought that it was nice to have everybody here and they all got little bits. We really moved the story along got some good backstory. I really like where things are going, and I'm giving my experience to Christina / Ben, not Ren. Ah, I know her name. I'm struggling.
Raena.
Raena. Oh Lord, my brain. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's on the
Anywho,
screen and
yeah,
everything.
I know. I had to pull the phone up, and it's tiny, and I'm a dork. Also, like with Lloyd's thing, he's got 3 names on there. I'm like, which one is it? Oh, right, Auron. And then I'm like, wait, where is the real name? Okay, look at the... Anyway, never mind.
Yeah.
But thank you for everything. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, the plot
was there anything
thickens.
that you didn't like about
Felt a little awkward around the kids, but I feel like I got into it. I don't know. Like I had some parts where I wasn't feeling this, and then I had some parts where like I was moving around the room and the thing kept cutting out. So I apologize for the tech issues
Okay.
on my end. So those are my like what's up that, but I'll get better at it, and I'm definitely gonna go back and review tapes, and I feel I have a better handle on things next time. So thank you for bearing with me.
Great.
Yay, everybody!
Aspen.
Good. I feel like we were more focused this session, not just in terms of storyline, but in terms of actual
Like morality.
I think everything, morality and our actual energy levels and actual role playing felt more like we were all with it.
Okay.
Bad's the only thing I have to say is that I really wish that I hadn't had to miss the first 45 minutes of the session, but unfortunately I don't control the weather.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got you.
whoopsie doodles. And I am going to give the XP to Max for stepping into a leadership role that I know must have been really difficult for him.
Hooray, Raena.
My good is that Cosmo is physical and everybody can see him. I really loved that.
Yay, fairies.
Yeah. So the bunny rehab place where they can be safe. I really like that idea. I really loved this episode. Bads. I really can't think of any bads. And I'm gonna give my experience point to Auron for opening up and being a little more vulnerable with us this episode, and being an overall groovy human.
Everybody gets one experience, and if you liked this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. If you would like to see when more episodes like this debut and premiere, then you might want to subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube actually notifies you when we go live. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.